Good morning everyone. It rained overnight, but it's a lovely day again today.
The Port Lincoln Caravan Park is quite huge, but it's really nice. And with the sun shining and with no wind blowing, it's a very beautiful place.
Port Lincoln has a big marina. Lots of yuppie houses up there and lots of workboats down here. We're out on the edge of Port Lincoln Harbour. The sun's just come out again. It's quite cool. Got our jackets on. Well, we're in rugged terrain now, so time for the diff locks to go on.
Down in Port Lincoln Main Street now, and it's reasonably busy. And look at that, it's morning tea time. It's only about 40 kilometres to Coffin Bay, so a huge distance travelled today.
And there's a little group of emus just wandering along the road. Not worried at all about us. Not a bad view for lunch. Coffin Bay Caravan Park, and it's a slopey block. Even on the top step of our ramps, it's still quite slopey, but I guess we'll cope. Anyway, we're going to go for a bit of a bike ride around the foreshore. These freesias are growing wild everywhere, and they smell almost as good as me.
Tomorrow's destination is Streaky Bay, and that's about 360 kilometres.
After a night at the caravan park, we can see that the battery's full water tanks are full, the greater water tank is empty, and even though it's sort of 8:30ish, there's still no solar. Because the solar's flat on the roof, the sun's got to be up a fair way before we get solar. And you can see that the battery is using 4.7 something amps. That's from the fridge. The fridge runs purely on 12 or 24 volt because it's a compressor fridge. As soon as you plug in 24, it automatically swaps over to the 24 volt. It's a lovely big fridge. Freezer works perfectly. So it works just like your fridge at home. In the middle of the day, sort of 10 o'clock till 2 o'clock maybe at the moment, we get about sort of 8 amps from the solar, and the fridge varies, you know, down to nothing when the compressor turns off to, you know, to the 4.7, etc. So the solar keeps up with the fridge, you know, for a few hours of the day. And because we've got two 100 amp hour batteries, the fridge can run for a couple of days without any problem on the battery. When the car's driving, we get about 25 amps into the battery. At the moment, the car's just idling and we've got 14.7 going in. So that's 14, so the fridge is draining 4.5 amps and the car is putting in about 20 amps just idling. The hot water works on gas. It's instant, which is a bit of a disadvantage. As soon as you turn a tap on the hot side, like turning it here and onto hot, it will start heating the water, but because of the water in the hose and the time it starts to heat it up, it takes a litre or so before the water comes through hot. This can be a bit of a problem when you're having a shower and trying to conserve water, because when you're conserving water you want to turn the tap off, but as soon as you turn it off, the hot water stops. Turn it back on again and you get a little flow of cold water again before the hot starts. The microwave works just on 240 volt, but because we've got an inverter, we can turn the inverter on when we're not on mains power, and we can run the microwave. And of course Wendy runs her hairdryer as well using the inverter.